We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. O'Donnell. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, O'Donnell. And some room to work. Touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, 39 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's got, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
He was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Down to about the 32.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Black Ultra. Use yellow.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance escaping the pressure right. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He's up to the 20, and he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, O'Donnell. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That one finds Pierce right side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Davis Price on 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Ready?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Ready, ready.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to Taylor on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shoves him aside. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
21, 49ers 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Set.
Throwing on first down is Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, yellow. Blaster, 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Again, it's Lance. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Donnell going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, O'Donnell. He finds his man, complete. It's Beal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. O'Donnell. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Donnell. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
49ers 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
White. Black shot.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. And Lance going to throw. On the move to his left. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. O'Donnell. They'll get this off to Taylor. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. O'Donnell. He finds Pierce. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 45 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
49ers 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And for the 4th time tonight, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Drive starts with a run by Davis Price. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again. O'Donnell eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Here we go, set. Clock, 10. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
49ers 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Let's go.
But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ready?
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Shot, 17. Edo Blue. Black Ultra. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 79 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down right now, no gain on the play.
Now Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go. Check,
Running left, Davis Price. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll toss it right side to Davis Price. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
ready, ready. Set.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Colts 42, 49ers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They find some open field here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Another touch for Davis Price, and taken down just shy of the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance now to throw. He gets this one to Davis Price. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Striker, 3-3, 22 meal.
One final try now for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides